It's another beautiful day, beautiful edition of Brunch Africa. Brunch of a lifetime, as we always call it. And I am your regular host with a toast from coast to coast. Did I get that rhyme right? That's right. Everybody be my name. And today we're going to talk about a very important, beautiful topic, which many of you know see coming. But it is African football. We tell you now, say, every time on Brunch Africa, we get different topics and things to talk about. And we're not just looking at the football aspect alone, we're looking at the violence. Because you would agree with us that football is a beautiful game, a game of passion. It's actually one of the most popular sports in this part of our world, with millions of supporters, millions of competitions, and millions of tournaments. Today, say, if you wake up today, you go, yes, this tournament, they go on. Tomorrow, you go wake up, you go, yes, say, this other tournaments, they go on. And you would also agree with me that in this part of our world, football is greatly influenced by social, cultural, religious, economic, even political factors. They help, they aid, they also ginger. The way fans support, it gingers the way things or the atmosphere of football is carried on in this continent. And because it's a very passionate game, it's a passionate sport, a lot of things have happened. So we go find out one or two places, two countries whereby the beautiful game has been marred, the beautiful game has been tampered by, hooliganism, by police tear gas, sometimes discrimination year in, year out. And we even go look, say, okay, there are some countries that have suffered a great downfall in terms of violence when it comes to football in Africa. Like in 98, Congo, 14 people died in a game between AS Vita Club and DC Motema Pembe. 14 people died. That is in Congo in 1998. In 2001, here in Ghana, about 125 people died in a stampede match between Kumasi Ashanti Kotoko and Accra Heart of Oaks. From a stampede, a lot of things. I remember that time in 2001, yours sincerely, I was actually going to the stadium that day. But one way or the other, it rained heavily, and I don't know, maybe now my leader and them just make a no. But in 2001 again, 39 people were injured in Ivory Coast. Again, in South Africa, 1991, 40 people died out of, a stampede. Now, you can see that violence in African football is is a serious case. So, we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll be looking at the factors that have led to this violence in African football. Stay tuned. It's Brunch of a Lifetime. Welcome back from that quick break. It's the Brunch of a Lifetime. And make we remind you now, say, if you follow us on all social media network, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, on Brunch Africa, and on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Ace Cable Network. So this week, we'll talk about violence in African football. It's a beautiful game. Before we went on the break, we told you about some of the incidents that have happened in Congo, in Ghana, Ivory Coast, South Africa from 98, 2001, thereabout. So, make we quickly go into the factors that lead to some of this violence. And Africa, because we are in Africa, we know different things they happen for different parts of the world. But you agree with us, say, hooliganism is one of the key factors in African football, and that leads to violence. A lot of fans, they always now say, we don't know, we can't differentiate who a true fan is or who a hooligan is. And this has it has been wrapped up in the game, making violence to be one of the key things talked about. Another thing is undesirable outcome of matches. You know, sometimes if you go stadium, you go talk, say your team A suppose win, team B suppose, fans go they argue. If the outcome of a match, of course, they are not the ones playing it, but they end up creating a whole lot of chaos. And that's one of the key factors we found out is controversial refereeing. Sometimes there was this time in Ghana when our brother Anas, he did an expose in football in Ghana, and we found out some referees, they take bribe. If they take bribe like that, or we don't know what they drink or eat sometimes, then come pitch. Something we're not supposed to be penalty, they go take penalty. Fans watching, they get furious, they will start to fight. It leads to violence. You know, another one of the key factors is the rivalry. Rivalry in African football is becoming so intense, so immense that if you support team A and I support team B, it causes a lot of chaos. Recently, you like say 2, 3, 4 months ago, I just say even boyfriend and girlfriend, they had to go on their separate ways. Why? Because boy team beats girl team vex. Then all these are violence that we should that all these are factors leading to violence. One of the key factors that we found out, and we have to share this one, the use of juju. Una feel they laugh, if it they funny to now, but the truth is, in African football today, you go hear say this person, if you want to enter pitch, no touch my leg, no do this, no do that. Even some fans have come out and said that some teams have used certain things to disturb some keepers. I remember some time ago, growing up, we hear say some countries couldn't go to World Cup, or they were banned from World Cup because their keeper they turned to lion and a whole lot. Actually funny, but these were some of the things we grew up hearing. So we've told you about we're still talking about violence in African football. We've told you about the beautiful game. We've told you about factors leading to it. We'll go on a quick break again. By the time we come back, we'll be looking at some of the recommendations. We'll go tell you that we get 1 or 2 recommendations where we say if it can be put into play, I think would also say we've helped in reducing violence in African football. We'll go on break. We'll be back. Welcome back from that quick break. It's the brunch of a lifetime. Don't forget to follow us on all social media network, and on YouTube is Cable Network, and Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is the brunch of Brunch Africa. If you want to talk to brunch of a lifetime. So we told you about some of the factors leading to violence in Africa, which it's not a good thing. It's not something to be proud about, but it's before our eyes. We have to talk about it. That's why this program is here, to talk about issues nobody wants to talk about, or issues people are sweeping under the carpet. We're not there to sweep anything under the carpet. So we'll give you 1 or 2 recommendations as to how we feel, the violence, if it cannot be totally eradicated, it can be minimized. 1, welfare of the referees. Because you remember, say, before we go on the break, we told you one of the factors is that some referees, they come in with, they officiate controversially. If the welfare of all referees are being taken care adequately, intensely, I don't think if referees are paid well, extremely good, their welfares are taken care of, Even if you give them bribe, they don't go want take them. But if their welfares are not being taken care of, then there will be problem. Another thing, security should be beefed up. We've realized that sometimes here in Africa, some of our security measures are weak. They are porous. How you go enter stadium, where you even go buy tickets. I've gone to stadium to watch a match. At a point, even the stadium guards, they lose focus. They cannot manage the situation. We think security is one of the key things. It needs to be beefed up. It needs to be solid. With that, we can help reduce violence in African football. One of the key things, again, where I want to talk now, fans. The fans play a major role in football. Without fans, there is no the beautiful game would, it get as it go be. Just recently, during this pandemic, we all saw how the fans, it's clear that without the fans, the players were not even motivated. So fans play a major role. One of the recommendations we will give would be say, fans, when you go watch football match, know that it is not a do or die affair. If your team win, go house, celebrate in peace. If your team lose, go house, celebrate. Of course, make no tell us, make it celebrate if your team lose, but take it in good faith. It's not time for you to bring out knife or start causing problems everywhere and there, because you are part of the team. Just wish, say, if you don't win today, you feel win tomorrow. If you don't win tomorrow, you feel win next tomorrow. And if your team no win for the next every time, then I don't know what I will tell you. But the truth is, fans, you play a major role. Security should be beefed up. Referees should be taken care of. With all this, we think the beautiful game will still go on without hiccups, without violence. And even if we can't eradicate violence totally, we can as well bring it down to the least, point. Well, it's been a brunch of a lifetime. Brunch Africa. Follow us on all social media network. Brunch Africa. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and on YouTube. Tell a friend to subscribe, because without you, there is no us. My name remains Yemi Baba. Bye-bye.